What's up, people? So Evan, come to us, Evan, the one on this video that we are going to watch. It's telling us about the skills of the collab units. We haven't had the note yet, but they come to us USA on the YouTube channel. They release the skill preview already of all the 5 elements, and I feel like all the elements are, I mean, probably not all, but they are all very interesting. Okay, so we'll take a look at them one by one. I don't think I have the voice on for the YouTube thingy. That's okay. We're just here to read, to look at the skill. So let's see. Okay, for this one. So for the Ubell, why is that thing? Oh, okay. For the water one, water Ubell, passive. There seems to be a lot of passive in this collab monsters units, right? The water one's interesting. Deals damage that ignore all beneficial effects that reduce damage. So goes through, I think, shield, invincibility, even defense buff, right? It doesn't take into account. That reduce damage when you attack. In addition, if the enemy max hit point is higher than yours, increase your critical rate to 100%. So I hope she's attack type. Usually attack type 4-star hit points is a bit lower. So you will guarantee to have 100% crit rate. So you bring this into, if you bring it into tanky unit, ignore defense. If the multiplier is good, he can one-shot a unit. For sure it's gonna, I hope for sure it's gonna one-shot 4-star unit, so she'll be good in like 4-star tower in siege. It's very interesting. Well, can you use her in PvE to fight bosses? Because bosses will always have hit points higher than yours, so you will do you will increase your crit. Oh, but then he doesn't. Sorry. It doesn't ignore defense. It just ignores beneficial effect that reduce damage, not ignore defense. So it could be, he might not be able to one shot, but well, at least if you run her full damage, you don't need 100% crit rate. You can just do 100%, like a lot of crit damage and a lot of attack. Well, the first skill, I believe all the Ubell. The first skill is the one where attacks. Oh, it doesn't defense break. I wonder what the second skill this one has. I didn't pay attention just now. Ignore damage reduction. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's a 4-star, right? Oh, the second skill is AoE. Oh, she has a defense break on his second skill. Because the wind one is the one where single target stun and brand. This one, that means first skill is stun. Second skill AoE. Wait, AoE ignore damage reduction. And it has a defense break. Heal block. Okay. But that means the multiplier won't be that good though, because it's an AoE skill. But it's kind of interesting. I like her. It's easier to get because it's a 4-star. And it says here she's might be good in this reef. What do you call this thing again? The reef thingy. Okay, this one is fire. Attacks enemy multiple times to inflict continuous damage. Dots. If the target is not a boss, so you can't bring this into a boss, deal fixed damage equal to 5% of his max hit points. Wait, it's max hit point? Is it the enemy or is it my max hit points? If it's my max hit points, that's not a whole lot. I think it's the enemy's max hit points. For each continuous, so you like, it's not like, who is that thingy? The one that blow up the dots? The Happy or whatever. Colleen. Wait, it's not Colleen. What's the one that blow the thing up? The 2-star unit. You know what I meant. I forgot the name already. It's been so long because we don't do dot steam anymore. So inflict continuous damage and then he do additional damage. Not additional damage. Fixed damage equal to 5% of his maximum for his continuous. Imagine you use this with like Nora. So he's like budget what Amber, but it's only dots. Amber do damage with like other debuff, right? Interesting too. Imagine her with Amber and then Nora. Okay. As long as target's not a boss, yeah, you can't bring her into PvE then. I mean, not into like the farming dungeon. TOA, wait, does TOA consider as a boss? The last unit on the stage? Not the final boss. The final boss is a boss, but the others are they consider as a boss. Okay, this is a Wind 1. Wind 1 we already seen, right? Single target. Wait, what is the passive says? When attacking on your turn, deal additional damage multiple times and applies the disadvantage. Although deal additional damage multiple times. This looks like a bit. On the preview, it said when attacking on your turn, attack the target 2 to 3 more times. But this one say additional damage multiple times. I mean, it's just attack more times. Okay, this sounds more cool, like additional damage, but actually, like, she can attack 2 or 3 more times. Multi-hit. The Wind 1 multi-hit. I love it. Additional damage artifact. Of course. Okay, the RD is way much interesting. So the light one is, like the third skill is stun, block target from removing harmful effects, cannot be resisted. So this will always land as long as the enemy doesn't have immunity. It doesn't need to go through accuracy resistance check. It's like the Tiana strip. Stun. Interesting. You bring Stripper, of course, move ahead of her, and then she does her third skill. I wonder if you put her on seal so that the enemy cannot violent proc out of stun, right? Yeah, it's irresistible because it cannot be resisted, which is nice. What is the second skill of the Wind 1? If it's like single target, it's not that nice. If it's an AoE, the AoE defense break and block debuff, that would be good. It doesn't say a second skill here though. It doesn't say the second skill. I don't know whether he said it or not in the text, but the dark one, I like this one. This is attack on enemy. This is like the second skill of the water one, right? This is the second skill. Attack all enemies 2 times, defense break, and heal block. And then the third skill is a passive. This is interesting. Grants a random harmful effect that was applied in the current battle on the enemy when you attack. Yes, and see as an AoE attack. So you bring this is like a budget Shizuka, kinda, right? Shizuka put like, but Shizuka put buff and debuff. So this is just put a random debuff. It's like Shizuka and who is it? Kiki. Kiki also put random debuff, is it? Something like that. But this put a random harmful effect that's already on the field. So that means if I bring a Gianna, stun, bomb, she can put those harmful effect, but random 1. But he hits 2 times, so he has 2 chances to put any random buff, which is kind of interesting. I like the RNG stuff. Interesting, right? Okay, so we go next to. Wait, why is not playing properly? It's not playing. Hello? Hello? What happened? Let me refresh. Why is it on Ubell again? Okay, now is a Stark. Tony Stark. The first skill. Wait, heavy strike. Is it the yeah? The first skill is the one where if there's when he moves, he attack, and if ally has hit points lower than 50, is it? Yeah, below 50, he goes into threat state. This is the fire one, I believe. Yeah, I think this is the fire one. Oh no, this was what? Oh, the water one first. The water one is we know about the fire one. This is the water one. The third skill is a passive. Decrease damage taken from enemies as your hit point condition worsens. So the less hit points he has, the lesser he take damage. And then he grants endure. This here the skill really doesn't say how many percent. Maybe when the patch goes live, we will see the percentage, right? Probably below 30, I would assume. Below 30, just like Leo. Below 30 trigger the thingy. This one below 30% maybe trigger endures, or maybe 20%. We don't know yet. So he has kind of self-sustain. What if you build him with vampire runes? So he can leech back health. What is his second skill? Is it the one AoE or a single target? It is good, right? If he's on vampire, he can self-sustain or bring a healer with her. With him, sorry, with her. Pair with healer. He has healing? Oh, that's his skill too. The skill too is different from the fire one. Oh, wait a minute. You doesn't need vampire, I think. Because the second skill he heals himself. It's AoE attack, deal damage that increases according to match hit point, which is nice. This has a chance to stun, recover your hit points by a small percentage. You don't know how much is small per stun enemy. I would assume 5% per stun enemy. If it's 10%, that's too much, right? Because 10%, if you're fighting 3 already, that's 30%. That's pretty good. I think it should be 5% per stun enemy. So if you stun 3 enemy, you get 50%. Not a whole lot, but at least he has self-sustain. And if the cooldown is low, then that could be interesting. Wait, how about you pair that up with an artifact that has life drains? No, not. I think life drain doesn't work with this. I'm not sure. It's either recovery or life drain. Maybe recovery work with this. So that's good. And then you put vampire runes. Life drain works with vampire runes. Okay. So water one already looks very interesting. Wait, water one is a 5-star? I can't remember. I hope it's a 5-star. There's one 4-star on this. Wait, let me check. I can check. Oh, the 5 one is a 4-star. So that's not gonna be that. He's not gonna be... I don't like it though. 4-star has lower them. Okay, win one. The passive. Increase attack bar by a percentage when you're attacked by the enemy. Probably 10%. Most likely. So every time you're hit, this is just like, wait, when you're hit, this is a reverse of Fire Megumi, right? Fire Megumi, if you hit someone else, he gets attack bar. But this one, if the enemy hits you, you get attack bar. Increase damage you dealt to enemies as hit point condition of allies worsen. Oh. It's the other way around of Leo and the other way around of Fire Tetsuya, Fire Megumi. But interesting. At least that's a new thing. So you attack him, he will move sooner. If you attack his ally, he will do more damage. Yes. This one has second skill is the one that strip and provoke. So at least if you hit him you protect himself. But he doesn't have a self-sustain. I feel like the water one seems more interesting. I think the water one is more interesting, but the water one is a 4-star. Okay, let's see the light and dark. The light and dark, I think the dark one is a 4-star. The light one is a 5-star. Okay, the light one. Vanguard combo is the one where AoE, defense break. Oh, and destroy the enemy max hit point. Oh, wait. This is the third skill. The third skill, attack our enemies multiple times. We don't know how many times. Could be 2 times, could be 3 times. We have to wait until the notes. Defense break and then destroy max hit points by a percentage of the damage dealt. I don't know how many percent. We don't know yet, but looks nice. Good again, Bruiser. Oh wait, that's the second skill. Wait, so that means the second skill is different from the rest. It's Vanguard combo. It's not the same. Wait, it's the same as the Wind one maybe? Or the third skill is a passive. Increase your attack bar when using Heavy Strike. Heavy Strike is the first skill. Don't know how many percent. Probably 10. Deal additional damage when using Lightning Strike. Wait, what is Lightning Strike? Oh, this is the dark one. This is a 4-star. My bad. This is the 4-star. That one is a light unit. Third skill just now. Okay, this is the dark one. It's a 4-star. It's a MB4. Deals additional damage when using Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike should be the second skill, AoE, right? In addition, removes one harmful effect. Yourself only. Self cleanse one harmful effect though. Chow cleanse 2 harmful effect. But this has another condition when you gain a turn with 50% or less hit points. So if you have full hit points, you don't cleanse yourself. Interesting, but maybe not that good. We don't know yet. So next, we'll take a look at Fern. Fern is start with LD. This is a 5-star. The dark one is a 4-star. We already looked at this one on the development note, right? This is the light one. Interesting. A lot of attack bar gains on the light one, which is nice. This is still the light one. Zoldrak. I think they have voice acting, right? So it's good to see her say Zoldrak. Attack all enemies to increase their chance of landing, glancing it, and decrease their attack by percentage. This is the third skill. A 4-star though. Easier to get than an LD5. So glance and reduce attack bar. I'd rather have slow and reduce attack bar. Would be more OP, right? I mean glancing. Oh, yeah, it's okay, glancing. Good against debuffer, right? If you have glancing, you have a lower chance to land the debuff for the enemy. Okay, what's the first skill? The first skill is strip with 50% chance, increase attack bar by 30% if your skill is on cooldown. Okay. What is this color? Oh, this is the first skill, Zoltrak. So she'll get her turn faster. The water one is interesting. Attacks all enemies to grant irresistible. After attacking, you leave the battle until your next turn. What does leave mean? Is it the same as Golem in stealth mode? But if you are in stealth mode, you can get damage or debuff if your opponent or your enemy use AoE skills, but you can't target her. But this one is leave. I wonder leave. That means if you really leave, that means you can't do anything. It's like the opposite of you are in a scroll trap, but this one is good because you remove yourself from the field. You can't get attacked. You'll come back next turn. You still gain your attack bar. So if it's really like, if it's not stealth, I hope it's not stealth. If it's a stealth, then it's not that OP. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Fire Fern. Fire Fern, is it 5 or 4? Regular element Fern. Oh, the fire one is a 4-star. The dark one is also a 4-star. The rest is a 5-star. So this is a 4-star. Decrease enemy attack speed when you attack. Okay, so every time he attack the enemy, can apply decrease speed. Nothing too fancy. He's a 4-star. Oh, the skill 2 is an AoE, so he can AoE speed break. Speed break is very good. Despair seal. Stun, sealed, and then decrease speed. The wind one is a 5-star. The third skill is another passive. when so many passive units. Come to Us likes to do passive units nowadays. I feel like with so many passive units, Come to Us need to increase units that can put Oblivion. Right, guys? Do you agree? There's not a whole lot of unit in the game that can put Oblivion. I know they have more now than like in the last 2 years, probably. I don't know. But they need to put more Oblivion unit because there's so many passive units. When an ally takes fatal damage from the enemy's attack, offset the damage from the fatal hit and all the follow-up damage. So that means if you multi-hit a unit, you can't kill. And then grants evil on the ally target. So if you're trying to kill a unit, I think this should have a cooldown. If this doesn't have a cooldown, this is ridiculous because you can't kill a unit. So you protect a unit from getting sniped. This is good. Anti-cleave, right? And then put invincibility on that unit and then you gain attack bar. What does his second skill for this one? Is it like the one that's good? The AoE thing? Or is it? It doesn't say. So we've seen all those. Fern, let's take a look at Freiren. Does it start with what color? What element? Aldis. The light one we already know. Offset a damage and then can counter with a stun, AoE stun, which is kind of interesting. But it's 25% chance, so you don't know if she's gonna. So it's like if you want to hit her, that's gonna be you gotta pray that she doesn't proc the passive, right? Okay, the dark one was also a 5-star. All the Freiren is a 5-star. Increase your accuracy significantly. I don't know what significantly means. Maybe when we have the notes, it will say how many percent. Significantly, I would assume that's more than 50 at the start of battle. But accuracy seems kind of useless. If the enemy target has that harmful effect after you attack, recovers your weapon, but doesn't seem to be that interesting though. It's just you have high accuracy and then you can heal if you attack enemy with a harmful effect. So she kind of have a built-in vampire. I don't know how many percentage built-in vampire runes, right? So should be on violent, I would assume. Because the first skill you gain attack bar and what is it, stun? No, defense break and attack bar gain. I hope his second skill is not the one with grand immunity because he's kind of useless. Wait, that's a second skill. Is it? Wait, no, that's the dark one, right? Oh, that's his second skill, accuracy. So that's good because he put the third skill, the dark one. The third skill, this is the second skill. The second skill is a passive. Silence and seal. So you put despair on her. Despair will, probably. Or despair revenge. No. Wait, is it on your turn? It doesn't say on your turn on the default skill. Oh, it doesn't gain attack bar. Okay, it doesn't matter. No need revenge. Despair will, probably. Or violent will. It's okay. It's decent, but it's LD5. Harder to get. Hybrid damage deal and support. I don't like hybrid. Grants immunity. Oh, this is the same, right? This is the same second skill as the light one. The one where immunity for 1 turn though. I don't like immunity for 1 turn. Third skill is not ignore defense. That's okay, I guess. Depends on the multiplier, but I'll take that. Fire is... Okay, the second skill that is passive. So a debuffer? AoE absorb attack bar and applies unrevivable. The Wind one more interesting. The Wind one applies suppression and strip. I like strippers. And suppression, AoE suppression. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So that's like the preview of the skills. We'll know for sure when they release the nodes tomorrow. This is Sunday. Tomorrow probably after slightly after noon, 2 p.m. my time probably. But in my opinion, they all have interesting skills, useful skills on paper. But then like when you put them in the match, they might not be good because multiplayer might be bad, the activation rate might be low, who knows. But there's a lot of passive units. They seems to be good, okay? At least all of them seems to be good. Even the 4-star one seems to be useful somehow, like an interesting skills. But of course, every time you read an interesting skill, when you say, oh, this is interesting, and then suddenly when you use them, they are crap. Let's hope Come To Us do a decent collab this time where the skills are useful and no need to wait 2 months for a buff. 2 months or 4 months for a buff. Right? Okay. So that's for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Bye.